Okay, so hello, welcome back to my channel and the live session that we're having right now. Um, tonight in my place in Jakarta, Indonesia, and anywhere in the world, we're gonna do some figures, and I'll show you what we're doing. We are okay. I lose. All right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna continue actually doing this. Let me yeah, okay. What is going on? Okay, back again. All right. So we're going to continue the kit that we did maybe 3 or 4 months ago, which is the British desert rats from Dragon. Okay, from Dragon here. Yeah, and they consist of 4 figures, um, and the artwork is depicted where soldiers are on a desert environment. So here, so we have this is probably the commander perhaps, and then we have the guy who is carrying a anti-tank round, and then this one is a minigun, I think, and that's the other guy. Right. So we're going to continue doing this. Okay. But also we are going to continue, or I'm going to show you the results of where was it? I think I had it somewhere over here, but I don't know where it is. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, here it is. We're also going to continue the figures over here. So this is the tankers from a Russian modern tank. This is from Zvezda, and I'm going to show you the results of what I did over the weekend. And here we have 3 figures. We have 3 figures. Show you here one. This is the gunner, the commander, and the driver. So we got two kits that we're going to continue. Right? So just put that aside. Okay. Now where are we with things? All right. So the first one would be the tank commander. So what we have here is the tank commander, and this is, I know it's a little bit dark on the camera, but you in real life you could actually see it, the green. So this is supposed to be field gray actually. This is supposed to be the uniform is supposed to be filled gray and combining with narrow green, um, dark green, and khaki actually. But somehow it got a little bit dark, and it's supposed to be a digital camo, like the modern Russian. You could probably see it from this angle, but I think it's just it's um, it's a bit glossy, the surface, and that's why you can't really see it. But you could see, can you see the dots? That's the digital camo. And I also did the skin color, the flesh color. Okay, that's the commander. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the rest of the crew. Um, let me check. Sometimes having me. Okay. All right. So what about the rest? Let me pull this back. This is the driver, and it's also the same. It's probably a little bit lighter on the green for some reason, and that's the skin tone, facial, and um, so there's lots of reference photos of the helmet, the tanker's helmet, the modern Russian one, and you know, the goggles. They're actually flat black, but I added this one, clear blue, on top of the flat black. So you can see that it's a little bit shiny. Now, I'm a old timer. You know, I'm kind of hard to move, hard to progress, and hard to move. And I'm still painting my figures using oil paint. Um, as you know, there's a large movement of using acrylics for facial and figures, and you know, camouflage and everything else. But here I'm still using um, oil paints, and I'll show you what kind of oil paints I used. This is the driver, and this is the gunner, which sits on the left side of the turret. Okay. What I can say about um, the figures from Zvezda is they are huge. They're big. When you put them side by side, you with a dragon figure, they are enormous, gigantic, very tall, and even within one box between the gunner and the commander here, there is a size difference. Like here, you have a very short leg and torso. Here, you have the torso is maybe 10% longer, and the legs are definitely way longer, maybe like 20%. So you could see that the knee of the gunner is almost as high as the mid thigh of the commander. So yeah, that's a bit weird. And then for this, for the driver, the torso is similar. Okay, it's almost the same, but the legs, I think it is slightly longer, maybe by 10 or 15%. And it really they have huge arms, huge hands. Look at that. Look how big is the hand. Massive. Compared to this guy, it's a bit tiny. I'm not sure you can I? Ah, there it is. Okay. So it's also the same. It's using digital camo when you turn it. So that's the digital camo. You can't really see it, but it's there. Okay. So how did I do the skin? Um, well, I use actually only a very small number of tubes, and this is what I use. My primary skin color is this. This would be the base for the skin. This one, flesh, and this is airbrushed onto the face area and the hand area. Anything that's like skin color, I would spray this, and then I would add on top this flesh tint. This is from Georgian. That would be the basic of the flesh color. And then I kind of play around with the highlights and and the low and the dark, how do you call it? Shadows, yeah. Highlights and shadows. Using this one here. This is highlights I use. It's a very simple one. It's called Mary's White, titanium white. The highlights, the mix. And then the lower ones, I use two types, I think. This one here, two. So one is called burn umber, the for the darker tones mix, and also this one here, raw umber. And then for the Caucasians have I think looking at photos, Caucasian have like a blossom red cheeks, and I use this one. It's called Venetian red from Georgian. Daler Daler Roni. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Yeah. And where do I mix this? I use this. Not really that. It's not really pretty, but basically I add a spot of oil paints on a piece of paper on a carton. I separate them into small piles, different ones, and then I just kind of like mix them together on here. The whites and the titanium white and the skin color and also the darker shades of brown, and that's how I kind of mix and match and blend it while I blend the skin color on the spot on the surface of the model. Okay, so that's for these figures. So I don't have a figure yet. I don't have a vehicle yet. So I'm just gonna put this aside. Now the next piece of figure that I have is this. A while ago I did some British Army figures, but it was not finished yet. I did some gluing, but didn't continue beyond just gluing stuff. So that's why tonight we're gonna continue with painting them using the base acrylics, and then if we have time, we could do some basic oil paints. So what I've done here is the face and the skin. Um, the flesh tone on the face and also on the hands, skin tone. So it's not complete yet, but it's beginning to. I can begin to see the facial expression of the soldier, and some other ones like this. Oops. Yeah. So these are dragon figures. They're okay. It's not the best. The facial expression is kind of all right. I could take that. I'm not complaining. But the quality of the mold, the way they sculpt the figure, how the fabric falls and and things like that. That's a little bit too soft, I think. You know how the fabric folds itself. It's a bit too soft. If you look at other kits like mini art, they would have very defined crevases. Yeah. So again, on this figure, I did a little bit on the facial expression, the skin color, but the rest is still, see the back, it's still half done. Here's another one. So, so the straps is done, and also the, what do you call this? Harness? Is that it? But then some tragic thing happened. It snapped the forward end of the gun of the assault rifle. So I need to make one out of sprue. Right. So the face is a little bit reddish, and that's basically just the camera. Um, Looking at the angle, depends on the angle of the light and camera, but yeah, it needs a little bit more work, maybe towards the end. Then this one is also the same. It's half done, but the face is there. So I've done with the airbrushing, the basic airbrushing color. So now we can start doing the other parts, the other green parts. The way I do it is usually if it's big enough and the color is almost the same, I would just airbrush them for convenience. And yeah, and if in this case like this, if it's a bit too small, I would just brush paint it. It doesn't, it, you know, um, it helps with the painting process. All right, let's see. Let's prepare. Okay. All right. So we are doing the straps and everything like that. I'm gonna use, sorry, not this one. Which one? This. So I'm gonna use field gray in here. Um, okay. Wait. Um, prepare my airbrush. All right, let's see. All right. I think I have some problem with the airbrush. Let me get it a bit. Okay, it's working. Back again. This is the Running Man, a man with anti-tank round. So okay, so I've done like 90% of it. And then um, if it needs some touching up, I'll do some touch up with a paintbrush. This is the same too. So here we have more um, stuff on the soldier that needs painting. Let me check. Where can I find it? Oh, wait. Okay, let's continue. So this is the original color of the plastic from Dragon. So it's kind of like deserty yellow, orange sometimes almost. And I think I have a construction video for these figures. You can browse my channel in the live section, and you should be able to find it. All right, so we have all of them covered. The packs, one, two, yeah. Okay. Now let's do some touch-ups. As you can see, the airbrush did not get into some of the smaller areas. So I'm going to do some touch-ups. This is Tamiya acrylics, and the best way to, I think, the best way to brush them is using Mr. Rapid Thinner. That would give, there's a little bit of retarder inside here, so I think that would work. So I'm just going to put a bit of thinner on the cap, or you know what, I'll just put it on another different place so I can close this. I just don't like the smell. So here's the thinner separately, and here's the field gray, and let's do some painting. The brush that I'm using is Rembrandt with a single zero. Nice tip. So the aim is to get to the smaller areas. And I'm just probably going to work on the harness if we're using the same color. You can move this around. So yeah, so far this is super basic. Put it aside for a minute. All right, so this is the Running Man with the minigun. Leaving it there, leaving it here. I do see some a little bit. I think there's a bit over here that's still exposed. So if you're new to modeling, there's this idea circulating online that it's very hard to use Tamiya acrylics for brush painting. It's really hard because they dry so fast. They just dry really fast. So um, when you paint them, you brush them, they coagulate really quickly, and so it's unusable. Um, I did try using their retarder. You probably heard before, Tamiya retarder, but it just doesn't work. The paint becomes too thick for brushing. So after testing a couple of thinners, I found out that Mr. Rapid Thinner. I'll show you this again. This is the secret sauce, I think. And so far, I've done so many figures using this rapid thinner by adding this and this. Um, I'm not a chemist, but I think there's a retarder here that makes painting a little bit more prolonged. Okay, you can maintain the wetness of the paint. That's what I'm saying. So um, I live in Indonesia, and these supply paints are expensive. They're all imported, and I grew up with Tamiya paint, and that's basically all I had. And I'm trying to use as many of my stock as possible. pretty covered. I probably want to do it twice. Okay. This guy over here that needs painting. Okay, let's continue. So here we have some of the areas that needs painting. Well, I hope if you couldn't hear me, at least you could follow the enjoy the enjoy the progress. So I have this. This is the thinner, the one I told you about. This is the thinner, and this is the Tamiya paint. Um, I'll once I'm done, I'll um, I'll write down the name of the thinner in the description. So one day, if you plan to do your next purchase, model purchase, or buying supplies, you could also grab a bottle of that. Mr. Rapid Thinner, that's the name. I just want to say that Mr. Rapid Thinner is extremely smelly. So make sure you wear a mask. Okay, now let's work on the harness. Move it like this way so you can see me painting. it's a bit tricky when you paint versus when you paint with a handphone in front of you. It's a bit tricky. Okay, so far it's, I think this is a little bit, yeah, this. What else do we have? This one, it's done. This one, that is pretty done. So for the green part, I think it's okay, done. So why don't we move to the black. Let's do the black. Uh, all right, where's the black? I don't usually use black, um, except at extreme cases. What I usually, this is my alternative, rubber black. Yeah. So get that ready. Oh, I am getting sleepy, but all right. How many minutes have we gone through? It's 53 minutes. All right. I think I can go maybe half an hour. So I just use a small toothpick and I get the black from here to here. Put it back again. Oops. Oops. Then I'll add some rapid thinner again. Just a bit over here. Yeah, I think that's okay. All right. We are going to take the black and paint some of the metal pieces. And I'll use the same brush. What else? Okay, so the knife is done. Clean this up a bit. So I'm gonna change my brush using this one is using Cotman. Cotman is from Windsor. Windsor Cotman, I think that's it. Is it? Windsor and Newton, maybe. Windsor and Newton Cotman. I have no idea. What is this? 111 round. I hope that means that. I hope that means something to you. All right, so this has a slightly bigger head. And I'm going to cover the gun with black color. So one of the problem with the dragon guns is that the detail is only on. I'm using too much thinner. All right. So the detail is on the side. When you look from the top, you don't see any details. No details on the gun. So this area, the one that I'm painting right now, it's void of any details. It's just a flat surface. So I'm just going to paint the assault rifle. Um, need to move to a smaller brush. Going back to my Rembrandt. That's like the minigun. Is it a minigun? Or maybe a light machine gun? I don't know what they call it. Anyway, that's one. And then this will be the second one. Okay. All right. Continuing. What I haven't shown you is the difference in height of dragon figures compared to Zvezda, the one that I showed you earlier. I'll show you after this paint. Switching to a smaller brush, back to my Rembrandt. So one of the biggest problem with dragon figures like this is that you have to cut your way through to install the, personal gear, personal weapons, sidearms, whatever. You really need to scrap the plastic. Scrap the plastic so that it would fit. Because I think the way Dragon did this was like they really did it in general terms. Like the hand grips is really not holding a gun but doing something else. You have to modify it. I actually cut this wrist. I cut it on the wrist, took out the arm, put the gun in, and then put back the. I think it's not this one. I think this one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at this. This one here. You could see that. Cut the wrist. Put the gun in, and then place it back again. Even I kind of like cut the back so it fits in the armpit. Really, it was very very challenging. Let me refill my thinner. Okay, let's go back. A lot of things that I was not pleased with with the Dragon kit. One is, yeah, it has a smaller posture, and then the detail of the fabric is too soft, and it's not dramatic enough. And then the fitting of the personal items are sometimes too small or just undersized, or they look weird. I'll show you in a bit. I have to find a replacement for the gun barrel jam. All right. See, look at the helmet. It's really funny. Yeah, the helmet should be a little tad bigger, maybe like 5% bigger. Look at this one. Look at the profile. Maybe 2% or 3% bigger. That would help, I think. Anyway, I just feel that it's a tad too short. Anyway, I'm not gonna complain all night. So it's getting into shape, which is nice. Okay. Check again. All right. Now, okay. What we can do next is the shoes. See, what kind of shoe did I have? Well, here it says they're desert shoes. All right. And here, yep, I guess they're the same color, but the sole are black. So maybe I'm just gonna do that. Okay, that can be done. I'll just probably go like this. Maybe it's just easier. a little detail on the lower side of the shoe. Oh, yeah, it's all in the detail, I think. Okay, just trying to. Okay, good. Which one did I use? This one. that's the black. Let me clean my brush a bit. Okay. Where are we next? Let me get some of the spare parts. Ouch. This. That would be helmet. The gun. And the anti-tank missile. Okay, so maybe I am gonna do a bit of airbrushing for this. This is the anti-tank round. This helmet thing. It should be confused about the this. I think it's this one. Something like that. Oh, alright, so I'm gonna add a little bit of Tamiya cement on the rims. See. Oh, I think it should be over here. So this, something like that. And this one, like this. I think that's the whole idea. Like that. Like carrying a suitcase or something. Maybe like this. Oops. What did I do? Still a little bit of thinner. Yeah. So I'm going to spray rubber black, rubber black on these two items. Just throwing away some. Oops. Let's see. What else am I missing? What else am I missing? Okay, so I guess I need to paint. I need to paint the helmets. Yeah. Okay, I need to paint the helmet. And what was the color of the helmet? Oh, what is this? It's too complicated. Oh boy. Let's do this. It's probably could be desert yellow. Could be. Let's see if I can find desert yellow. Gosh. Try this. Yeah, it could be desert yellow. All right. So this is what I'm using. Desert dark yellow. Sorry, dark yellow. Okay. Putting some thinner. Nice having some figures. It's almost midnight where I live in Indonesia. All right, let's see. Okay, so I need somehow a blue top. No, that's not good. I guess I need to cover the face. Or maybe I can do this. I could cover the face using masking tape. Let me get the masking tape in a minute. Too thick, too wide, I think. Sorry, not too thick, too wide. No, it's not gonna work. The mummy. That's the mummy. The mummy soldier. All right. Oh, wow. I just found out that I did not glue the helmets. I can pull them out. Great. What a surprise! I'll just paint them separate then. Don't need to worry about masking. Good. Make it easier. I don't know how it got there, but I'm very surprised and I'm happy. Yay! That's good. So now I know that this one I accidentally glued it. Oh boy. Well, I can take it out a bit. Yeah. All right, I'll just take it out. Whew. All right. Okay. I need to clean my brush. I need to clean my airbrush for a minute. Those for those who came late, these were the figures that I was working on this week. It's a bit, the light is extremely strong, so you would see a little bit whitewashed, but it's not really. It has a good balance, but just because of the lighting. All right, let's pour in some more thinner and work on the desert yellow. Just a tiny bit. It's still dirty. Yeah, I think my airbrush is still dirty. supposed to be there. It's like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only like 3 helmets. Where's the other one? Oh, damn. Now I only have like 3 helmets? I started with 4. Oh boy, I just lost a helmet. Whew. So silly of me. Over here. I'll find it. Looks like I have to manually paint the... Still couldn't find the helmet. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll check. Anyway. Ah, it's just so silly. I did it when I lost things. When I lose things. then it gets lost. So silly. Oh, there it is. Woohoo! Found it. Don't go anywhere. The running man. wax. We need the pattern, the camel pattern, the British camel pattern. That's what we have to do. And looking at the color, it could be this. So it could be this, khaki. Could be. Let's see. It's a little bit more brown, actually. So not this one. I wonder. Could be earth, flat earth. It looks like it. Maybe a mix. So let me try mixing flat earth and khaki. I need to clean this. I have mixer tool. Squish, squish, squish. I have a used brush that I can squish. One more time. It's really smelly. Yeah, ready for next paint. Get a clean tissue. All right. So let's put in khaki. Test this out first. So khaki is a little bit of green. This is a little bit of brown. Let's see whether we could have these two colors meet in the middle. Okay. Let's see. These are you want to know, these are Mr. Hobby paint tray. So if you want to know, you get like 10 of this. I bought it for like $2, I think. Very handy. So you get 10 for $2. 10 paint tray, Mr. Hobby. I guess 10 pieces. Right. Come back in case you want to know. Oh, okay. All right, let's see. Oh, while we're at it, I'll tell you about the comparative size between. So this is how it looks like. I'm just gonna put the helmet on. I'll do it right. Oops. So this is a Zvezda T72 tank group. Just comparing the heights for you. I told you earlier about, and this is the Dragon. Look at the height, and this is the Zvezda. So it's smaller. Dragons are smaller figures. Let me compare that with another one. It seems to be just standing in it. Let me get the helmet. Same thing. That's the figure. So it is smaller. It's smaller. See that? See, the shoes are almost the same. Once it goes up, it's smaller. Okay. 135 scale. Both of them. Alright. Let's see if we can do some camel patterns for the British trousers. Let's see if I can do this. So there's like big splashes, and also there's smaller ones. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, I think I got it. Let's see if I can pull this out. Oops. That's pretty much how it looks like in the beginning. It looks awful. Woo. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we're gonna just do one first, and we'll try out how that's gonna look like with the camo. All right, I need to change. I need to change. Try this one. So right now I'm using Princeton Velvet Touch. This is 12 zeros. Let me check. Yeah. All right. It's past over midnight where I live. But let's see if I could pull at least part of it. Moving. So it goes half round. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Try it. I don't know. That's a bit too small, I guess. Maybe this one. Changing back to. So this is how it looks like. Camouflage. Right now it doesn't look like anything. It looks horrible. But alright, we'll do some oil paints tomorrow. Touch up a little bit more with the acrylics. And then hi Pete. So yeah, like I said, we'll do a little bit more acrylics, and then tomorrow touch up we touch up on the camouflage, the shape of the camouflage, and then we can work on the oils tomorrow. So right now, I'm just gonna I think I can do a little bit more with the camo. I need to clean my brush a bit. Vermont. From Vermont, USA. Wow, that's a far place. That's like 1 o'clock at noon, just after lunch, perhaps. Vermont is. They have a lot of snow over there, right? Yeah, that's. I think that's what I saw on social media. One for almost 2 o'clock. Yeah. Okay. That is so cool. It's very far away from here. It's we just passed midnight. It's 12:44. 12. It's no. It's how do you say this? It's 00:44. Oh, that is cool. Spring and was snowing yesterday. Oh, nice. I've never. That's my bucket list. Having going to a place where there is snow. I've never felt snow or experienced snow before. One day. Wish me luck. All right. I'm gonna put this over here. So this is dark yellow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reverse camouflage. So you see that I've done the dark spots over here. The dark spots, they're basically a mix of flat earth and khakis. But now I'm gonna break those big blobs area here with the dark yellow. I have a little bit of thinner here. That would be enough, I think. I'm in Indonesia. It's in the tropics. Oh, you saw the health truck video. I hope great. I hope it's useful. go back. Okay. So here, all right. I did tell you that I have this thing. It's 12 zeros. Princeton Velvet Touch. This is pretty cool. It's a very, very tiny tip. Okay, we're going to use that and see whether it's useful or not. Oh, that's great. It's a nice kit. Yes. Very happy for you. You know what? I have another kit like that, but it's not the M16, but it's the one that have like a mortar on it. Like a half truck, but there's a mortar. I don't know what the name of it. But it's the same Tamiya kit. You know what? I need to put more thinner in here. So for those who just came, I'm using acrylics Tamiya, and I'm using Mr. Rapid Thinner for brush painting. Rapid Thinner. That helps slow the coagulation. So as you can see right now, the figure looks horrible. This looks horrible. There's no shadow, there's no highlights, just basic paint. And the surface is very glossy because of the type of thinner I use. And also the acrylics, very glossy. It's very hard to see. Um, Sometimes it's easier just to do figure without camouflage. It's just easier. I wonder what it looks like. Okay. Okay. So now, what would be next? Oh, that's nice. Going back to the hobby. Wow, 40 years. That's quite a lot. Okay. Yes, yes, that's right. Yeah, absolutely. There's no YouTube back then. Yeah, YouTube really changed the landscape. It was very hard learning, doing stuff, learning how to build stuff. Trying to find. That's right. Fine scale. Yeah. Yeah, I used to had fine scale modeler. It was an old copy, very old. I had it, yeah, like used. Somebody, a friend of mine went to the States and they bought back a magazine and like fine scale. Wow, what's this? But it's a very nice magazine. Very nice. Beautiful. Fine scale modeler. Fine scale modeler. It's a very nice magazine. So so this thing here, these these pockets, not pockets. What are these? These pouches, they should be camouflage too. So I'm gonna open this. It seems that there's a little bit of red brown. Put it in here. This is the one I'm doing right now. That's it's British desert rats, I think. So it's here's the box. See this? It's a desert storm, but it's the Allies, British desert rat. Yeah, I started this a couple of months ago actually, but then oh, what happened? I'm not getting any focus. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I started this like a couple of months ago, but I kind of stopped doing something else. So I'm going back again and trying to complete it. Let's see. It's not focusing. It's all right. What kind of project are you working right now, Pete? Is there anything on your desk, on your workbench? I need to add some more thinner. Okay, what else? You got the gun. You got the pouches. I think the pouches need some. Yeah, this one too. Huh, there you go. Panzer 38T. Oh, that's a classic. Ah, yeah, yeah. I was on and off too, I think. For a while I was off when I started my family, then I got back again. Panzer 38. This is let me show you a bit. I think I have somebody bought me this. I think that a friend of mine went to the States many years ago, and he bought me this. He came back with this. It was a fine scale modeler, but it's called great scale. 2002. It has a beautiful picture. And at that time, I don't have an internet, so this was very inspiring, very, very inspiring. And some really, I love some of them are like, I'll show you a page. Probably you have this series. There's this guy who made this incredible ship, ship model. Just stunning, stunning work. Just amazing. And I could only draw. Is that the word? Draw? Beautiful. Yeah, there's so many, just so many stuff here that's incredible. There's this guy. This guy is a professional modeler back in the day. It's beautiful. He makes beautiful models. That kind of. Anyway, what else? Yeah, there's even this guy who. This guy made the huge Iowa class, New Jersey, I think. It's amazing. That's almost impossible back then. Just stunning artwork. Anyway, just a couple of pages. I still keep it. It's always inspiring. Oh, you started back at 2019. Wow. That's just kind of like before COVID, I think. Did you have enough time? Do you have what do you call it? Yes, it is. Yeah, absolutely. Great reference. So I don't know why it's not automatically zooming. It's just funny. All right. So this is um, a test, right? Now we're gonna do some washing with um, let's bring out some of the details out. Okay, do some washing. See how it goes. So I need usually wash with this bird umber, or this is a good idea. Actually, if I could have a oops, sand color, sand brown, sand brown. And maybe this buff and sand brown. Okay, let's see, let's see. Oh, you mean the yeah, Panzer game 2019. Oh, nice. Yeah. I don't have that, but that must be that must be a very new kit. 2019. Do you have what you call it, a dedicated workbench, um or like some sort of a room for modeling? In my So I'm gonna use. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, having your own room. I would love to have a room, corner of a spare bedroom. Okay, okay, that would do. All right, this is a thinner. What I'm using is enamel paint thinner. So I'm gonna mix this with buff. I hope I can open it. Oops. Yeah, yeah. Same here. My workbench is at the laundry room. We have a spare laundry room, and I have a corner over there. I do the laundry, by the way. So okay, keep it like that. Sand brown. Maybe you think so? Could be. Try this. Try it a bit. Let's see if I can do this. I'm trying to mix these two colors. Let's see if I can have it as a shadow for this. No, it's not good. You need to, it's too bright. Try this one. Maybe burn umber. Burn umber? Maybe this one. Let's see how that goes. So put If the wash is a bit too light, too bright, I'll have to redo it again. Something a little bit darker. Maybe for the harness, the green one. For the green one, probably gonna. So this is just a shadow. The shadow. I haven't done the highlights yet. Let's see. Alright, maybe I'm gonna add a little bit of black, dark black. It will help accentuate the black I'm using is this one, Line accent color. Here. Yep. Let's see. Whoops, that's a bit too dark. That's too much. So, okay, so I just have to, since I'm using oils, I have to wait for a few hours maybe to get all the oil done. I want to accentuate this area there. Maybe I could use right now it's really unclear the lines, but if I could put in some um, maybe oils, look at some black perhaps. Let me try to get some. Do I have anything that is sepia? No, not this one. Maybe this one. Smoke. Yeah, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna add this smoke into the mix. It should be very dark. It's not black. Whoops, that's a lot. Okay, let's see how this goes. Diorama. Um, I was going to, but then I got bored. So they're gonna have. So I have the Challenger 2. If you saw my video, I had a Challenger 2, and they're gonna be these figures are gonna be put in a like a plate like this, like that, and they're just gonna be displayed like that, so they could at least they could stand on their 2 feet, and they just have a like a simple base, something like this perhaps, maybe bigger like that. I haven't done dioramas for a while actually. I wish I could. Just the time limited in time, but yeah, I would love to. I'm looking for my. Oh, here it is. So I'm trying to accentuate this line over here. So yeah, right now I'm just actually accentuating the lines so they're a little bit more prominent. So, okay, it's taking shape slowly. If I had used acrylic paints like MIG or Vallejo, I think it can be a little bit faster. But since I'm using oils, it will probably take half a day to dry. I think. I think it's gonna shine once. Oops. Once it's once I kind of like okay. So this is where we are right now. I might have to stop here to let the paint dry. Then I'll start again maybe around 6 hours from now. Just making sure that I'm done with the oils. And then I'll just let it dry. One more bit, the side pockets on the thighs. So okay, this is where we are right now. Everything's shiny. It doesn't look Looks horrible actually. But okay, tomorrow we'll do some highlights and let's see from there. Have you ordered Ben and Jerry? Um, I think I had once. It's it's very delicious, and I think I bought it somewhere here, but it's very expensive. Maybe 3 times or 4 times more expensive because if it's imported, right? But it's very nice. Ben and Jerry's, yes. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's coming along. So hopefully tomorrow I'll do some more stuff, like 6 hours from now, and 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 work on the highlights. This is the one that I did a few, like today. Finish it today. This is a Russian tanker with a digital camo. Yeah, it needs to dry though, using oil painting. The- That also needs to dry a bit. There's 3 figures in the Zvezda box. The hands are very big. It's not to scale. I have no idea why, but it's huge, the hands. Anyway, that needs to wait to dry too. But yeah, thank you. Oh, so Ben and Jerry's made in Vermont. That is so cool. Not far from, okay, not far from your house. Second smallest state in the country. Wow, second smallest. I'll look that up in Google. Definitely. Oh, so yeah, it's very nice ice cream. You can't get enough. Okay. Um, Pete, thanks for joining in the discussion and watching the live session. Really appreciate it. Amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing that it's based in Vermont, but it goes around the world. That's incredible. All right then, Pete and friends, it's time I have to go, and hopefully tomorrow we can continue finishing up this figure and the others too. Really appreciate you tuning in my channel and the live session. Thank you. Thank you, Pete. Bye for now. Take care.